Good morning. This is Kevin Carlson with the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District with your weekly conservation report. First thing I would like to talk about this week is an upcoming soil stewardship and nutrient management field day. This field day is on Wednesday, September 1st from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in Albany, Minnesota. A little rundown of the schedule that's going to be happening for the day. I'll start out the morning with registration and some refreshments. After that, we'll get into some morning presentations that are going to kind of cover anything from soil health and conservation innovation, 4R certification, the 4 R's of manure management, and some data stewardship platforms. After that, we'll have a little bit of lunch. Then after lunch, some local farmers are going to talk about their experiences with implementing soil health practices as well. After that, there will be some equipment demonstrations, anywhere from low disturbance manure applicators to strip till equipment and no-till drills. If this is something that you're interested into, pre-registration is required, and you can do that on the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District's website at www.stearnscountyswcd.net. Pre-registration has to be done by August 23rd. And again, lunch will be provided with this. If you have any extra questions, feel free to call the office at 320-251-7800, extension 3. The next thing I would like to talk about is a little bit about herbicide restrictions and carryover risks for alfalfa. With the drought affecting most of Minnesota this summer, we will most likely see the effects in next year's crops. This is especially important when looking at your crop rotation and what herbicides were applied over the summer. As the drought continues, the potential reduction in herbicide breakdown is a concern. For alfalfa, which we expect will last more than 2 years, this is a huge concern. This is why it will be important to check herbicide labels and plan the crop rotation accordingly. What can be done to minimize carryover risk is to pay attention to the sensitivity of the crop to previous herbicides applied. Rotation to a different crop that is less susceptible will help minimize potential risks. To help determine this risk for alfalfa, you can look at many of the crop rotational replant intervals listed on the labels of any herbicides previously used. Just a few herbicides and their replant or rotational intervals are including atrazine. There are no restrictions. If you use dual magnum, that's about 4 months. Outlook has 11 months rotational interval. Resicor is about 10.5 months. Again, if you have any other questions on how long you need to wait for what types of herbicides you use, take a look at the label. That is about all I have to cover today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks.